Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys we're going to do a little fun video today. And before I get started into doing today's video, a lot of you guys on the channel have asked to see my Yu-Gi-Oh collection. Now, I did upload an assortment of videos about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, of my Yu-Gi-Oh collection. When I was finding stuff, when I was moving, things of that nature. However, I really never showcased my entire Yu-Gi-Oh collection. It's a very big collection, and I've asked on Facebook about a couple of weeks ago, and I asked recently, and I've got comments about it over the last month or two, hey Seto, can you show us your collection? So I decided that yes, I'm going to show you my Yu-Gi-Oh collection, guys. We're going to go through my binders first, and then we'll proceed into doing things like all my Yu-Gi-Oh decks, which is probably going to have to be a 2-part episode or a 3-part episode, because I got over like 50 decks, I think. The cores and sleeves and everything. Then we'll do a video of all my Yu-Gi-Oh playmats and just miscellaneous stuff as well. So it's going to be a fun thing. We're probably going to do this for the next couple of months. We'll probably do it once a week. Just like we do mail call, and I hope all of you guys do enjoy it. So with that little note aside, let us get started. I decided to go first with these first 2 binders. The blue one is not really special. It's got some cool things in it, but this one's got some cool old school cards in it. This is my first Yu-Gi-Oh binder I ever owned. I got this at Toys R Us the same day, I believe, or like very shortly after I got the Blue Eyes Structure decks with the Blue Eyes White Dragons for my deck I play when I was a kid. So yeah, this is original. They made these binders back in the day. They made one with Yugi and they made one with Seto Kaiba. Me and my brother both got Yugi at the time, so yeah. But first off, we got a couple of cards here. I just took this card out yesterday because I'm using it. It was Horn of Heaven. But yeah, we got some cool cards here. We got the original Change of Heart from MRD. Metal Raiders, I believe, is when Change of or Magic Ruler. MRD, no, it came out of MRD, actually. I forgot that. The first 3 sets, sometimes those cards kind of blend together. You have Legend of Blue Eyes, Spell Ruler, Magic Ruler, as it's known now, and then you also have Metal Raiders. Those 3 sets kind of, for me, for some idea, they kind of mush together. And so sometimes I forget those cards which set exactly they came out of. Except I know Magic Ruler, Spell Ruler had a lot more spells, powerful spells come out of it. Legend of Blue Eyes had the original, powerful cards like Heavy, Regeki, Dark Hole, and then you had Metal Rays, which had good traps like Mirror Force. But yeah, Change of Heart, my original one. Then you got my original 7 Tools of the Bandit I used to play back in the day. Then you have Last Turn. This is the original one, and all 3 of these cards I pulled out of packs when I was a kid, and I played them in decks. Last Turn was a fun little deck we played originally before the card got banned, but it's such beautiful artwork. Then over here we got some other cards. We have one of my Heavy Storms from Legendary Collection Yugi's World, in case it ever comes back. One of my original Diffusions. Back in the day, this was kind of a tech card for me and certain decks against hero matchups, so I pulled this a long time ago. I pulled a couple of Diffusions. This was like a card I pulled a lot of, and I sold a couple off when Shadows were a thing. Donza Luke over there, he's a gold rare. I have an original one now. Exploder Dragon. Banisher of Light. This card is so fun to play with in certain decks back in the day. I always say it's kind of like the precursor to Banisher of the Radiance, but it's a pretty good card. Forceful Sentry, my rare version. This came out of Dark Beginnings, I believe. But I have my ultra rare version in one of my decks you'll see later on. Megamorph. This card's really cool. Used to use it in OTKs. These 2 specifically in this deck, I used in Cyberstein OTK with my friends when I was a kid. When it got reprinted in Dark Beginnings, we just played it as kids. Yes, I know it was a prize card, so we didn't have access to it, but as kids, we got the rare versions, and I still own one of those. We broke it up between the 3 of us. Then we have Dark Rabbit, which is Pegasus's card, which I'm going to read to you guys. This card is so... It has my favorite flavor text, I think, if not my favorite. He leaps up and down and all around, and nobody can lay a hand on this funny bunny. Do you want to touch my funny bony? Yeah, Dark Rabbit, crazy card. Then we got some other cards. We have Mask of Dispel, Mirror Wall, good card. My original Hollows I pulled back in the day. Scapegoat pulled back in the day. Just a Japanese card I came across one day. I like collecting those Japanese cards whenever I can. Horus the Black Flame Dragon, level 8, you see there. This is the version I used to use when I rebuilt the deck. I do have the ultra-rare version now. Soul Exchanges I used to use back in the day for different decks. Monarchs mainly. Vandy's Fiend, some of my original ones I got, the rare versions. Dark Revival, just an extra one. Skull Dice and Graceful Dice there. Great fun little cards. Mask of the Rose, a really underrated card. Still a good card in plants. Red Wyvern, not as good, but it's nostalgic. Matat, I collected the matte play card of this when it came out because I had the play mat. It's a really nice card. It's actually based off the GX manga, if you want to read about it, when he's facing Trigodia, I believe it is. Jaden's facing Trigodia, then El Shaddai Winda, I like just the artwork. Then just Crowpult Scout, Stealth, and Blue Flame Swordsman. I like Stealth because it reminds me of Wonder Woman's jet, the invisible jet. Then we got Goblin Zombie, Palamus, which is actually a really good card. Dragon's Ravine, Armageddon Knights, just some other cool, interesting text. Maiden of Shark is actually a really good card. It's like a Stratos for the deck. Extra Horuses, Doom Callies, Regekis, Masked Hero stuff, Pendulum stuff. And there's always like duplicates behind here. Then we have some Valkyruses, Power Tool Dragons. Their Allure Queen set. I'll show you guys this. This is really cool. So we have Allure Queen, level 3. Allure Queen, level 5. Allure Queen, level 7, misprint. And then we have Silent Swordsman, the original super that came out of the set. So let me show you that. So you have Allure Queen, level 3, right there. Then you have number 5 is an ulti. Then you have number 7, which you can see it's a misprint because the thing is printed above where it should be, which is really, really cool. So I have my Allure Queen set because I love level monsters, and my super level 8. Then just some other cards. Ryokin is actually a pretty expensive card because this was a game promo, apparently. Ryoko. I love Ryoko because I love Tenshi Muya. Then just some more stuff over here. Paladin stuff. Just stuff that came out of good sets. One of my Celestius that I pulled at Sneak Peek when I was a kid. Calabunga Dude, Calabong Warrior. Kari Bandits, I have Banditos. I want Kari Bandito so bad. Dark Elf, because I used to use this one when I was a kid. Hungry Hamburger, I want to build that deck, but I don't know how to do it. Santa Claus. Yusenju stuff, just stuff from Secret Forces. Just basic. Remove Brainwashing, I have my place set I got. Gizno, Card Guard, this card's actually expensive as a common. 1 day of Peace is still a good card. High Five the Sky, and the random Pokemon card. And then Water Aquamador, because the fact of the matter is, in the OCG artwork, it's naked. So I just kept it there to show the difference. So now onto the... That had a lot of cool old stuff. There's some old stuff in this binder, but this is mainly new stuff. That's hollows and everything. So yeah, so we have the first page, which is pretty much as you would expect in a binder of mine. Has Blue Eyes, White Dragons, and Dark Magicians. These I picked up in trade later on. So these are not my original ones. These are ones I picked up later. But I have considered using them, and I have used them in decks before. So one of my original Red Eyes, original Blue Eyes. So Structure Deck Joey, Structure Deck Seto, Structure Deck Yugi. Cool stuff there. And then we have the alternative artwork versions, Blue Eyes and Dark Magician. Then we got Burst Stream of Destruction, which is an ulti version from its original print. And then Purple Karibo. Then I'm also probably going to do my favorite ulti of all time. I know somebody else asked me about that, so I'm going to definitely do a video on that later on in the future. I will not forget about that. Aquamador Elysium. This card's so beautiful as an ulti. Look at that. So beautiful. Box of Friends, because who doesn't like having friends in Yu-Gi-Ohs? Transmigran, Zombie, Reckless in Summoning. One of my extra Kagemushas I used to use back in the day. Gimmick puppet stuff and just random stuff I've put in there throughout the year. Moon Mirror Shield, great card. And we get over here, we got limit removal, Karakuri stuff, random stuff I put in there. I was playing a I was building a Karakuri deck, like this Gimnight of these gimmick puppets. Like when I did the profile back in November, I just put some of the stuff in here, and I was gonna build a Karakuri deck, Karakuri Gyugia, more of a Karakuri version of the deck, but I just left the commons in here in case I ever wanted to use the deck, but I never did. Synchron deck, extra Red Eyes Metal, just Raid Raptor stuff because I'm building the deck. DD stuff, you see DD stuff over here, my different dimension. Photon Stream of Destruction, I love this card. Just the artwork. Just a lot of newer stuff in this binder here. But this is the binder where I kind of like build decks that I'm putting together while waiting for stuff to come out, and just random good cards like Void Trap Hole down here, as you see, the super rare. Just basic good cards. Frog the Jam. That's a joke from ages ago, but I know. Cyber Magician. Nothing really special here. Azure Sunrise, that's a good card. Javelin Beetle. Magic Jammer. Chivalry as an ulti. That's another card I like as an ulti too, by the way. Chivalry. That card went up in price like a couple months ago. Dark Beginnings Injection Fairy Lily. Really nice. Mana Core of Darkness, the original printing of Mana Core, which is really nice. Mana Core of Darkness is such a good card. I wish it was better though. And then just, I like this card too as a secret. I don't know why. And GB Hunter, Gladiator Beast Hunter as well. I just like those cards. Kind of some of my Yu-Gi-Oh waifus, I guess you could say. Whatever. And then some more extra gadgets, because I love gadgets. Go Gadgets. Ds, Chicken Games in case it ever comes back. My original Ceasefire I used to use back in the day. It's an ulti version. Let me pull that out of the sleeve quickly. I'll show you. Oop, that's a common. 2 commons apparently behind it. But yeah. Looks really, really nice. I'll get even out of the sleeve for you. But yeah. I just like that card. I don't know why. The artwork just always intrigued me. But yeah, pretty good card. Still sometimes used. I think it was used like in early days with Shaddoll's, but it's still not a bad card. Red Eye stuff, Dragon and Quest. This is where my Winter Cherry Blossoms rest, my friend that sent me that. It's right there next to Ghost Ogres I've gotten before. So Ghost Ogre, these two I consider sisters, but whatever. Dakrivada Hadez, my extra egg, my 3rd Red Eyes egg up here, just chilling. Yeah, just some more stuff. As you can see, I haven't organized it completely. Ignister Reload, but yeah, more Graceful Dice. But yeah. And then you got some of the dragons like Poseidon, Hammer Time. I have these 2 guys right here. It's a lot of cool little things. This card I got recently. This card's really cool. I like it. Haven't found a deck for it though. But Cyberjar. This is my original Cyberjar. This is not my original. Excuse me. I used to use a rare version. But this is a Cyberjar from Duelist League, which is kind of cool. Or not from Duelist League, Hobby League. It's a Hobby League rarity. My bad. Just some Exceeds. Good Exceeds. And then some more DD stuff and hero stuff, as you see. My ulti one I've had forever. Just more stuff. Just more random stuff, guys. Yeah. This card's actually pretty expensive too, because it came out of, I believe, Star Strike Blast. That's the funny thing. Anything out of Star Strike Blast, it costs money. That's the weird thing about Star Strike Blast. It could be commons and it costs a lot of money. Liberate at Last, my Fire and Ice Hands, DD Crows, Silent Psychic Witch, my supers I have that I've used forever. Just some other basic stuff. Cosmo Warning. Just basic stuff here. I know this is not a lot of interesting things. Popcorn, because this card is just so hilarious. Popcorn. That's such a funny card. My tribute to Necros, even though I never played the deck, this is kind of my little tribute page to Necros and that archetype, because I did like the artwork. Then Kaijus and everything else. Lusters, super when they were expensive. I had them common. Quaking. I'm waiting for the reprint of the other one so I can put the other knight here. Just basic stuff here. Gradles, Kaijus, artifacts. Exodia with Sparta in the middle. I want to build a deck with Exodia in it. I really do, but I don't know how to do that. Then we have Prediction Princesses stuff just on this page pretty much. Just stuff that got reprinted. But over here you have the Dark Magician, and then you have an ulti version of Dark Magician, which is really beautiful. Even though I don't play the card, it looks very beautiful. Try to get that right in the light. There you go. Looks really nice, I feel. But I like that. Exodia with Sparta. Me and my friends came up with a joke with that. This card was just laying on the table. We're like, you know what's in the middle of Exodia's, you know, down here in Exodia's part? It's a Spartan hero, because he's a hero. Some Gores. The playset of Whitestone of Legend everybody's giving me because they love giving me that card. So there's random stuff there. Gores, Obelisk, Ross, Lifer, extra red eye stuff, just basic stuff here. The last page has got some interesting stuff, which I'll get to in a second. Melodious stuff, pendulum stuff. Like, this is my newest binder, guys, so don't expect a lot of old school stuff. There's a lot more old school stuff coming up. Oh, this card is somewhat misprinted. Skull Archfiend of the Lightning. It's the centering of the card is just a little bit down, but granted, it's an old card, and most old cards I've always found have the centering of the card of the name a little bit off, but it's a little bit off. But it's a cool old school ulti version, I believe, right? Pull it out. Yeah. It's a really cool card artwork, though. I really like the artwork of that card a lot. Just wish it was a better card. And then Zork the Dark Master, because I want to build a deck based around Zork the Dark Master, because he's actually a fun card. And then Bountiful Artemis and all that. And then the last page, which is really cool. We got High Priestess of Prophecy. I love this card. This card's life. To find the Pharaoh's treasure, you must use the treasure map. I don't know why, but I put these two together because I just like that. To find the Pharaoh's treasure, you must use the treasure map. Just some waifus here and some cool cards. So we got, like I said, you have Priestess of Prophecy just chilling in here because I like the card. Lava Lakeside Lady because I like the card as a secret. Arcana Knight Joker because it's from the anime. Number 87 Queen of the Night, just like the card. Valkyrie Element, Elemental because I like the card artwork. Ice Queen because I like the card and it's not a bad effect. And Harpy Girl Uncensored. So, yep, that is everything for you guys. And if you didn't, I'll show you that quickly. That Harpy Girl Uncensored. Can't see it that well, but because she's only a girl, but still. Yep. So guys, that is what I have for you today. I hope all of you guys enjoyed that. I know this one doesn't have a lot of old school cards if you're an old school player, and a lot of new cards. It's a lot of commons and everything, but do believe me, I do have better cards and other sets. I just haven't organized them yet, and they're in other binders. But I just wanted to start out with this binder and make this kind of like an announcement little video for you guys. So till next time, guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.